Go.
So, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today, who am I with?
You are with Jake Quinsee from the UK.
And Jake, okay, what did you do this weekend, man?
So I made top 32 of YCS Milan.
Okay, Milan, and what did you play?
So I played Dart Warrior. I think instead of playing the standard 60 version with Connector being released and Called by the Grave at 3, I wanted to play a 46 card version.
Okay. And what does your deck accomplish? Like, what does the deck do?
So either you have two options really. So usually you'll just see their hands and you get to decide. So either you can go like number 86 with 6 materials, or you with Gunblower for 2, and then you take a card with Aqua Dolphin, or you can usually Gunblower for 5 as long as you take 2 with Aqua Dolphin, and you will have number 86 for 5 materials as well.
Okay, so you can still Gunblower for 5 with Rhongo on the board.
It's pretty crazy, and also going second. So for example, you can pretty much OTK players. So against Sky Strikers, he had Widow Anchor, Impermanence, and Shark Cannon with Suzuku, Ray Engrave, and Multi-Roll.
Yes.
And I OTK him.
Wow, okay. So this deck is still crazy after the ban list, and like nothing really changed, right?
Not really, no. I think people came more prepared for it, but I think if this was an American event, it'd be easier because people are less prepared. People aren't playing as many rogue decks as they are in Europe.
Okay, awesome. And can you show us the combo near the end of the video?
Yeah, of course I can, yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Without further ado, let's get started with it.
Here we go, guys. Okay, so we go for the 2 Malicious. We'll still play this. It's still quite important, especially with the Grepher. And then we play the PK Engine. And then we play the extenders. So these extenders are really essential, especially this. I'll get to Y in a second. Then we play 1 Armageddonite. It's still really good. 3 Dark Grepher. And then we play the new Neospace Connector.
Okay, so what does this card do for the people that don't know?
So what this does is when you normal summon this card, you can special summon a Neospace or a Neospatial monster from the deck or your hand. So even if there's a reason why you play 1 is in case you draw it. Because if you draw it, it doesn't really matter. And so you'll summon Aqua Dolphin from it. And then what this card does, I'm pretty sure you're all aware, is that you see your opponent's hand by discarding a card, and you can pretty much discard a hand trap, so you can continue. So yeah, and also its second effect, which a lot of people don't really use or know, is you can tribute it off to bring this back from the graveyard, so you get its effect again. So that's quite vital, really. So if you're playing against multiple decks that rely on monsters, for example, that's quite essential. So you pick away at the monsters, and then you'll just Gunblower them for their essential spells, and then you just automatically win that way, basically. And then the reason why you play 3 Butter Spy is if you normal summon this, Chainlink 1 and Chainlink 2 Butter Spy, they can't Ash this because this is Chainlink 2. So that's why you're going to max out on 3 of these. So it's really good. It's basically a Terratop on steroids in a way, because it can get you Aqua Dolphin straight away. Okay, and then we'll go to the 1 Destrudo. I only thought you only need 1, because you always go back to the deck anyway. You just send it with Dark Grepher. The 1 Mare, you just basically pretty much push. That's the only why you need 1 of these. You just send it from this, and then you should pretty much win by the following turn when you make Yazzie. And then Mare just to push, just to win.
Right.
And then we only went with 2 of each dangers. I kind of wish I went with 3 of these, just because it's insane with Dark Grepher, because it's the full combo. But it's, I just wanted to focus more on drawing this or Called by the Grave. So these are the monsters.
Okay, so that's pretty much it for all the monsters you're playing in the deck?
Yeah, that's right.
No hand traps in the main, right?
No hand traps in the main deck.
How come?
Now, in Europe, there's less combo decks here, so you don't really need hand traps here. And I don't think Ash is that good, personally. So I just figured I'd rather have more combo pieces just to establish a board or OTK them and let them do what they're going to do, and the next turn I'll just obliterate them or I'll just Gunblower them and make number 86. So I just figured, why have a card that will just break your hand? Right. Awesome. And then for the spells, we got Rota, we got Monster Reborn, Soul Charge, and then the beauties, 3 Called by the Graves. This card's insane, especially it just allows you to go off. So I'm really glad they adjusted this back to 3 when they changed the ban, when they updated us with the emergency list. So that was nice to see. And then we got more of the extenders, 3 Instant Fusion. This is essential for sure. And then we have 5 equipped spells. And the reason I went with this 5 lineup is I just wanted as many extenders as possible, so I could have as many materials underneath 86. So this is pretty good. So if they hand trap you like Ash, you can just take their level 3 and use it as a material for number 75. Sword is, yeah, it's really good still. I don't know why this is not banned. And then we got Fossil Dig, Living Fossil, and then Overdone Burial. I'm not a big fan of this. But because you play so many level 3s, and you use, and I'm greedy, I like to search of Isolde. So I will just add a level 4 like Butter Spy, and then I've got this then to bring back a level 3 for number 75. Nice. And then DDR is really good, because if they like impermanence your search effect off with Isolde, you can literally like just make Summon Sork, banish it with sword, and DDR it back, and then you can just dump, and then go off. And then we go to the traps. So instead of playing 2 of these, I decided with 1, because I'm literally trying to Gumblar them. Right. This is only there is if I just open like Junk Forward, Armageddon Knight, or Dark Grepher, so I can still do number 86 with the 5 materials. So if I open a poor hand, this is like a backup. So it just increases the consistency of opening a strong board going first. And then I went with the 2 traps. And this is quite important, you need to play 2, is if you want to Gumblar them for 5. Well, if you want to if you want to have a really good board turn 1, you need this going first, and then you need this when they start, so you can Gumblar them. And then one of the most broken traps, I love this card so much, is Imperial Order.
You ordered 1 copy?
1 copy, yeah, if I could play more I would. I just play this because I needed a card to blow out. A card where I could give me a bigger edge in the tournament, and I felt like this was one of the cards that will give me that. So, Imperial Order, it literally shuts down Sky Striker. It shuts down so many decks there's so many good spells now. So this card, it's really good. And people will say, well, you pay half your life with Jushudo, so why would you play this? Well, you literally kill them next turn.
Right,
so
exactly.
You're just going to shut them out. Basically, it's a cold wave for them, for that turn. And you're going to play all your spells anyway. Maybe if you have a cold by the grave in this and you don't use this might be dead, but this is just a blowout.
Correct, nice.
So that's the main deck. It's 46 cards.
Would you change anything else in the main?
Yeah, so I might. So I figured I'd add in an extra Nessie and maybe a snack, an extra Danger snack, and maybe a Jackalope. Maybe get it to 50, or I could maybe just cut out the Imperial Order and play 45, just to have more extenders really. I didn't want to play Succession because I don't want it to brick more with Called by the Graves and other cards. But no, pretty much that would be the main deck.
Alright, awesome. So that's pretty much your main deck. Let's go up to your...
Go to straight to the side. So in the side deck, it's pretty much freeze of everything. So Artifact Lancia, this card is really good now. So it's really good against the Mirror Match. It's really good against Thunder Dragons. And it's pretty much a blowout as well. So it just stops them for the turn. The next turn you're allowed to kill them that way. And then the free cherries, this is for the mirror. And also, if you can't use it, it's just really good just because it's a dark. So you can just discard and extend. And it's a tuner as well, don't forget that. So if you want to, if you want to special summon a warrior, like your level 4 guy for the trap, you can summon this, make Yazzie, and then just go off that way. Okay, and then free Twin Twister for the rogue with free Evenly and free Red Reboot. The aim is to literally OTK your opponent. Now, Evenly Match, I see why that contradicts that, but mainly, if you look at Twin Twister and Reboot, these will just shut down your opponent basically, and you just OTK them. But some games, especially with like cards that there only can be one and other stuff, like Evenly Match is quite clutch as well, because you just want to, you should pretty much be able to, you blow out, you clear the board, and you can just Gumblar the rest of the cards in the hand if they have any left. So I think Evenly is just too good not to play. So that's the 15 cards in the side deck.
Awesome. Let's go up to your extra.
Okay, and the extra deck is pretty simple, pretty standard as well. It's ones of everything. So we have the Nightmare package. So these I just wouldn't change. I was very tempted actually to play Mermaid and Ibli to give me a way just to Gumblar and then just go off that way. But the deck's that consistent to do that combo without it, I decided not to play it. But Mermaid's really good against Alter guys, so they can't Mullistic you.
Right.
And then Link Rebo, Underclock Taker. Then we'll put the Isolde, the Summon Sorceress now. We finally have it, thank God.
Yeah, so how good is this card here? Not as out.
It's great. The card, I love this card. When I was playing in Pasadena a few weeks ago, I just loved it because I like new cards when they come into the game, and it's quite unfair that we don't have it when America's had it for like 6 months.
Right.
But yeah, I think I really like the card. I think it'd be fair in the game without Isolde. But yeah, Summon Sorceress, it's a good card. It's pretty good. And then we have the PK Link. We have Gumblar. it's insane. We have Boral Sword. This is insane as well if you go second.
Yeah, you killed
So you either go this turn 1 or this turn 2 if you go second. And then we play the 76 and the 86 package. Now these two, I don't really need to explain. I'm sure you've heard of in loads of profiles before. We have Leviat, Yazi, which is the win condition, and then we have the fusion for the instant fusion. I was in playing the level 3 fusion material to give me an extra material under 86, but if you go second and you play against like Thunder Dragons, for example, you need to book something, or even go second. Inspector Border is a nightmare, so you'll be able to book that and just go off. So that helps.
Right, awesome. Can you demonstrate us like the combo real quick? Will you come
it's super straightforward.
Okay.
Well,
and this is like opening up connector, right?
But yeah, so
like what's the ideal so what's the ideal combo?
But literally you need, it's like 2 extenders you need with connector, and you should be able to gumbler them for 5. It depends though, well, how many cards you take them for the hand. It depends if they have multiple monsters.
Right.
So you literally want multiple extenders, so I'll just, you can have this or you can have this. You know, there's many ways to get the board.
Or like you can even have like a danger monster or something.
Yeah, so literally any extenders really, because your goal is to make, you go off basically with Summon Sorceress, and then basically what you do is...
Yeah, just show it,
Yeah?
Show it. Okay, so like what do you do?
Okay, so you summon this, you can summon this.
So you get some dolphin.
Yeah. So it's quite important they have a monster in hand to be able to get maximum value. So you just discard the other card, you look at the hand, you discard a monster. Okay, and then you just go off. So Zolde, and you've seen the hand now, so you should just search. So search pretty much anything, so search this. And then you send, pay the cost.
4?
Yeah.
For the Armageddon Knight.
For the Armageddon Knight. For the card that should have been banned.
Right. The card is too good, man.
I'm pretty sure it'll be banned in January, before Savage Strike.
Are you sure?
Fairly certain. So you get this guy, and then you just, which one do we go now? It doesn't really matter. We should have gone instant, keep the junk forward, and then use the fusion as a material to make us all day.
Okay.
And then we need to send a monster now. So we can send a Shrewdo, I guess. Then we sack this off for this guy. Now you want to take another card from their hand. So you add sword back. You can have a discard sword or the Greffa, it doesn't really matter. Discard. So now they're down to 3 cards. Okay, and now you'll go, it's level 3, that's the level 4. You go these 2 into Summon Sorceress. Summon Sorceress. Send. Like, literally does not matter which one you go for.
Boots?
Yeah, you go for Boots. Get rid of the Armageddon Knight. These 2. Detach, get this, yeah, this is the combo. Send this, you banish these 2 to add a boot and a trap. Okay, now you play the trap, and then you special this guy. Now what you need to do here, you make sure you want to go, you overlay these 2.
For the Rhongo?
And then now you get rid of these 2 for the Gumlar. So for this one, you make 75 Gumlar triggers. You take 2 more, so down to 1 card. And then now you use 75 to put under 86, and now this zone is free. So there's a way to do it where you actually have another trap. I didn't use a Shrewdo, so if I if I just use a different way to get a trap, then you basically flip it up there, and then you just take one card from the hand and down to 1, and this has got 6 materials on it. So they can't summon for 2 turns, and then you just literally win. And then on next turn, you just go, once they pass...
Discard board wipes, right?
Yeah, it will board wipe, yeah. And then when they end next turn, you just detach this, you draw, you banish this, and because there's no trap now in your graveyard still, because it's underneath 86, you get the trap, you play the trap, you Destrodo, now you get rid of these 2,
You make
Yazzie, and you tap for game.
Oh, that's it. All right, Jake. Thank you so much for this deck.
No problem, guys. Hope it helps.
Appreciate it. And congratulations, top 32. Do you have anything else you want to see before we head off? No,
I want to give a shout out to all my friends. Everyone here has been great. You know, anyone in America, come to Europe. You'll love it. It's a different atmosphere. The coverage here is great. The events are growing. And you know, if you want to see a different side to the game, definitely fly out here. And anyone from Europe watching, I recommend flying to America. It's different out there. You know, it's great. The weather there's nice. You know, there's so many different things. The food's great as well. So you know, hopefully you'll travel, and I'll see you soon.
All right, Jake. Thank you so much. You're
welcome, Sam.
From TeamSamuraiX1 signing out. All right, guys. Peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game. I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game. I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a keen with it. Like, no, this league business.